I'm Edith Bowman, and tonight I am going to be your fairy quiz mother. It is my pleasure. Now, whether this is your first or your 15th quiz, welcome. Prepare to be enchanted because this evening it is all about Disney magic. 26 points are up for grabs. Oh, yes, across our 10 questions this evening. Right, a nice, lovely question to start things off. Question number one. I'm going to play you an audio clip of a magic spell. I want you to tell me which film the magic spell is from, and I'll also give you a bonus point if you can tell me which character is casting this spell. So let's have a listen.
Little puppet made of pine, wake. The gift of life is thine.
A little puppet made of pine, wake. The gift of life is thine. So I want a point for the film that spell is from, and then I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me who cast the spell. Should we have another listen?
Little puppet made of pine, wake. The gift of life is thine.
So you have 2 points up for grabs there. Good luck with that one. Right, question number two. In Beauty and the Beast, an enchantress casts a curse on the inhabitants of the Beast's castle, turning them into furniture. But can you identify the Beauty and the Beast furniture characters by their human form? So there they are, A, B, and C. So there they are in human form. But we want to know their Beauty and the Beast furniture character. But here we go for question three. What does Peter Pan say are the 3 things you need in order to fly? So for 3 points, so you might even just remember one of these, then you get a point for it because you get a point for each one. We want to know the 3 things that Peter Pan says you need in order to fly. 3 things if you can remember them. Now, do you love when you're watching a Disney film and the opening credits, they include that fabulous castle? You know the one that I'm talking about, the Magic Castle opening credits. And if you're a big Disney fan, you'll have seen those credits more times than you can remember. And the clever thing that they do is that they almost kind of personalize those opening credits with the castle to tie in with the film. So can you guess the film by its iconic Disney Castle opening credits? Now, we've made this one multiple choice to make it a little bit easier, and I'll show you the options after we've watched the video. So let's take a look at the clip first of all, shall we? There we go. There's the Walt Disney Picture sign, and then here comes the castle. Oh, ooh. What do you think? Do you think it's A, Atlantis, the Lost Empire? Do you think it's B, Wreck-It Ralph? Or could it be C, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Curse of the Black Pearl? So now you know the options. Atlantis, the Lost Empire, B, Wreck-It Ralph, or C, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Curse of the Black Pearl. Should we now take another look at those opening credits? Let's do that. There we are. Oh, which one is it? Atlantis, Wreck-It Ralph, or Pirates of the Caribbean? I'd like you to tell me if you can identify this character by their powers and their weaknesses. So here we have a fabulous, this is a secret agent character profile. See what we've done there? We've hidden their face. But can you identify the character from the description of their powers and weaknesses? So their powers are, they've got magical hair that can heal, reverse age, and act as a handy torchlight. However, their weaknesses are hairdressers and parents who think they know best. So identify the character by their powers and weaknesses, and you get yourself a point. There we go. That was a good question. I like that one. Now, you know we love a food-based question on this quiz. If you have been doing this quiz with us over the last few weeks, you'll have known that now and again we have fabulous food-based questions that have involved us turning food into Disney items. This is fabulous because some Disney heroes wouldn't have saved the day without the help of a few magical objects. But can you identify those objects that we have made from salad? Look at those. They're great. So we want the magical object and also the character who owns them. So there's 2 points for each one. So have a look at that. There's A, used broccoli very cleverly. B, I think that's all made out of carrots, isn't it? That's so good. And C, from one of my favorite films, question number 7. Now, in the Wizards of Waverly Place, how many members of the Russo family are wizards and what are their names? I'll give you a clue. So there are 5 family members, 2 parents, 3 kids, but how many of them are in fact wizards and what are their names? Now, you may have noticed that normally down in the bottom right-hand corner, we let you know how many points there are for the question. However, we've removed the points card as you will get a point per name and a point for getting the correct number of wizards. I'm not going to make it that easy for you. That's why we've removed it. Now, so one more time, Wizards of Waverly Place. How many members of the Russo family are wizards and what are their names? That was question 7. Question number 8. Oh, my favorite fairies. Love them. Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather from Disney's Maleficent. Now, they've got themselves into a little bit of bother and they've got lost on their way back to the moors and they need your help. So have a look at this picture and see if you can help me find Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather in the forest. So all you've got to do is just write down or tell me where they are, the location of where they are. If you can see them, you get a point for each of the fairies. So can you spot Flora? Can you spot Fauna and Merryweather maybe? Point for each. It's tricky, isn't it? Yeah. Have you got them? I think I've found them all. Next up is question number 9. I'm going to show you 2 magic wands. And you've got to tell me who owns them. There's A and there's B. Have a look at these. So 2 magic wands, a point for each, but who owns them? A and B. Oh, it's exciting. Right, are you ready? Here we go. Here is our dream come true question. Who used their magic powers to create this castle? So have a look at the picture. Who used their magic powers to create this castle? How do you think you've done? 26 out of 26? Or did your Disney knowledge run out of pixie dust? Well, it's time to take the second star to the right and let's find out our answers, shall we? Question number 1. Which film was this magical spell from? And you got a bonus point if you're able to tell me who in fact said it. So, should we have another listen?
Little puppet made of pine, wake. The gift of life is thine.
Of course it was. From Pinocchio, it was the Blue Fairy. Well done. If you got 2 points for that. Points we were looking for. The answers were the Blue Fairy and Pinocchio. Right then, question number 2. Let's take a look at the answer to question 2. Identifying the Beauty and the Beast furniture by looking at them in human form. How did you get on? We were wanting 3 answers for this. Lumiere, there he is. The candlestick, fabulous. And B, we were looking for Madame Garderobe, fabulous. Isn't that a gorgeous cabinet? Oh, it's beautiful. And C, Cogsworth. Oh, brilliant characters. 3 points up for grabs, 1 for each of those. Moving on to question number 3, Peter Pan. What are the 3 things that Peter says you need in order to fly? And you got a point for each of these. We were looking for faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust. Faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust. Question number 4, guessing the film by its iconic Disney Castle opening credits. Now, we gave you 3 choices. It was a multiple choice from that wonderful opening credit scene. Let's take a look, shall we, at the winning answer. it was, of course, Pirates of the Caribbean. The Curse of the Black Pearl. It's my skinny pirate voice, just in case you were wondering. If it's not a cold, it's fine. Right, anyone doing brilliantly so far? I got every question right. Of course you are. Question number 5 then. Earlier on, I asked you to identify a character by their magical powers. Did you know the answer to this one? Should we take a look? So their powers were, they have magical hair that can heal, reverse age, and act as a handy torchlight. And their weakness was hairdressers and parents who think they know best. The answer we were looking for was the fabulous Rapunzel from Tangled. Well done if you got a point for that one. Question number 6. Identifying the magical objects made from salad. You know how much I love a food question. These were brilliant, weren't we? So the characters that we were looking for and their items were, first up, it was the rose, belonged to the beast. So the beast's rose from Beauty and the Beast, made out of, now I can't work out if that's a tomato or a strawberry, because some people like to have strawberries in salads, you know. Anyway, the beast's rose is what we're looking for. So the beast and the rose from Beauty and the Beast. Next up, it was, of course, the lamp. Genie's lamp from Aladdin. So if you gave us lamp and genie, point for each of those, 2 points. And finally, the hook. Brilliant hook from, it was Maui's hook. How brilliant has that been done as well? That's great, from the awesome Moana. Well done again if you got 2 points for that one as well. They look yummy. Still not had my dinner. I'm always hungry after these quizzes as well. Right, question number 7. In the Wizards of Waverly Place, how many members of the Russo family are wizards? And what are their names? So remember, there were 3 children, 2 parents, but how many of them are wizards? Shall we find out? How many of you got this one? So the 3 children are the wizards, and their names are Alex, Justin, and Max. And the mum is mortal, and the dad is an ex-wizard. Bit of a trick question, that one. But we 4 points you could have got for that one. So that was from getting 3, and then all the names: Justin, Alex, and Max. Let's move on to our next question then. Those funny little fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, needed help getting home because they'd got lost. Were you able to find them in the forest? Shall we have a look and see where they were? They were all over the place. There we go. 2 of them over there on the left, and then 1 on the right, hiding behind that beautiful tree. So if you managed to work out where they all were, you got a point for each of them. 3 points in total up for that question. Question number 8. Question number 9 showed you 2 wands, and you had to tell me who they belonged to. So wand A belonged to the fairy godmother from Cinderella, and B, Ian Lightfoot from The Brilliant Onwards. Next then, let's find out the answer to question 10. Who used their magic powers to create the castle that we showed you in the picture? The answer was, of course, Elsa from Frozen. Right, how did everybody get on with the quiz then tonight? Did you wish upon a star come true? Did you get 26 out of 26? Now, listen, if you didn't win tonight, don't worry about it, because next week is going to be our last quiz of the summer months. So we're hoping to be back at some point, but next week, for the time being, it's going to be our last quiz of the summer months. So we are going to be going out with a bang. Oh, yes, we are. We are going to be celebrating all things Disney. We are going to be celebrating the best quiz themes that we've done over the last 15 weeks. It's going to be a special one. We've got lots of fun things planned. So I'll see you next Thursday back here at 7 o'clock. In the meantime, stay safe and look after each other. Bye-bye.